Hey gamers, what's going on? My name is Boston, and welcome back to another music ranking video. Today, we are ranking all the albums that System of a Down have made, and their single because there's only 5 albums. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now I'm going to switch up how I do it. I'm going to do it similarly to how Nicholas has been doing it, to where we go in order for how they released, and I rank them on the tier list, and then the full tier list is shown at the end, I think. Yeah, makes sense. Without further ado, let's get into this. So, the first album that we will be covering is their first album, self-titled album, System of a Down. This album is one of their not as good ones, which isn't saying much. All their albums are amazing, and you'll see I give every single thing a high ranking. But it has first album syndrome, to where the first album is a lower production, like they didn't put as much time into it seems, but I don't care, it's still a really good album, and a notable song from it is Sugar. Now personally I would put this in A tier. Next is one of the best albums of all time, if not the best album of all time, Toxicity. Toxicity, every song in it is good. I could listen to that album. If I had to listen to any album for the rest of my life, it would be Toxicity. There's nothing bad I had to say about it. Some of their songs even perfectly flow into each other. I noticed that while listening to them all. It was amazing. It made me ascend to another plane of existence. Like the first time I ate stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut before Pizza Hut went to crap. But it's an easy S tier. Now their third album, Steal This Album, it's okay. For Sode standards, it's okay. For almost any other band, it would be like top tier quality, which is why I give it an A tier. A lot of songs in here are really good. There is, I'm pretty sure, 1 or 2 that perfectly flow into each other. And oh, I forgot to give a notable song for the last one. Notable songs like Chop Suey and Toxicity. Aerials is pretty good. Jet Pilot. I'm gonna stop before I just name every song in the album. But yeah, Steal This Album, very good. Notable songs are Chicken Stew. Forgot a lot of the other ones, but I did add a lot. Oh yeah, IEAO. No, IAIO. IEAIO. That one. That's a good song too. But yeah, it gets an easy A tier. Next is Mesmerize, which I also liked every single song in. It is very good. It has some of their most popular and best songs like BYOB. It's a very good song. And oh yeah, real quick side tangent, I didn't realize until yesterday that they were a political band, or at least have a lot of political songs, and Nicholas made me feel like an idiot because of it, which he most definitely should have. I thank him for that. But yeah, back to this. Mesmerize is a very good album, and as I said, BYOB is one of the notable songs, and I would give it an easy S tier. Next is the album that contains my favorite song of all time, Hypnotize. Now, Hypnotize was their last studio album they ever made, which is a shame. This band is amazing. And I do think it's sort of a good thing, because it means they never made a bad album, which is something like no band can say. And yeah, the most notable song in it is Hypnotize. It's my favorite song of all time. I'm not biased, I swear. And this gets an easy S tier. Now, since those are all its albums, I decided to also rank the single, as I said in the beginning. The single they released in 2020 makes me really wish the band had come back. It was good. It wasn't as good as some of their other stuff, but man, it made me remember how much I missed System of a Down. And it's an easy A tier. I wouldn't put it above A tier, but it is very good. Now, that's my ranking for all of this, but a new thing I'm going to start doing for these videos, and Nicholas is going to start doing too, because I told him he has to, is that we're going to start ranking the bands on the tier list too. So, since we didn't rank the past 3, I'm going to go ahead and rank them. Metallica gets not an easy S tier, but I'd say S tier, maybe A tier, but I would say S tier, unless Nicholas would like to just put in A tier, he can do that. System of a Down is an easy S tier. Nothing's gonna beat System of a Down for a while. Top of S tier. And I'll let Nicholas rank Korn. You'll see his ranking right here. Right there. That's his ranking. It's where you put Korn. But yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a sneak peek on what bands are coming up. Nicholas's next one will be Iron Maiden. My next one will be Black Sabbath. And if there are any other songs that bands you'd like us to listen to every album of, comment them down and we'll decide if we will. Also, we are not just limited to metal. We will do non-metal bands eventually. But right now we're doing metal because we're metal fans. Alright. Yeah, that's about it. See ya. Wrong button, wrong button.